How am I going to do it? I have some news for you as well. Meet the newest addition to my family. I had so many high emotions. Here is our new car. It's a bit creepy. How are we feeling? Let me put the mic down on my shirt so I don't have to hold it while I'm driving, but long time no see. I didn't have much motivation to do YouTube videos. Even right now I was doubting if I should pick up the camera and start talking, but I'm glad I did. It doesn't feel so strange after all, and we do have a really nice weekend ahead of us. Nice meaning that we have a lot of projects we are working on right now. Today is Thursday and we just shot a clip for a client. Anyways, part of the deal is that we get to keep this brand new car with us for 48 hours, and we need to use the car to go to like an Airbnb and shoot content there as well. So we are working for two different brands. One is the car brand and one is the Airbnb. And actually I also plan to include my own clients' products shoot at the Airbnb, because I've been looking for a place good enough that I can shoot content in, and right now I have a perfect opportunity, even though the Airbnb is like a small forest house, but it might be actually perfect for the brand. And tomorrow morning we are driving 2 hours to another city to shoot for like a fourth brand there this week. So somehow all of the things are happening within like 2 days, which is crazy, but that's where I want to take you along with me. Right now I'm heading to a garden center to pick up some of the seeds I need for the spring sowing. I actually have a lot of seeds left from last seasons, but there are some I haven't sown before and some that I have just run out. And I also ordered 2 plum trees. I also had an obsession with apricot trees, but as I have read, they are quite hard and tricky to grow in our climate, so I thought that plum trees are more native to our climate, so let's try with this first. But it's actually important to buy it as soon as you are sure that you want to grow those trees, because they take a year or two after you have bought them to actually start producing. So that means probably I won't get any fruits this year, but maybe next, or maybe the one after the next year. So let's see, I just need a break from work. The video shoots are always intense. Even though I prepare, I think I can do better job, and if I prepared better for the shoots, they would be less stressful. But now let's pick up the order from the garden center. Sometimes I just don't think things through. I saw that these plum trees are like 1.5 meters high, but I didn't register it in my brain, and now I have just received them. And I have to just find a way how to drive them home. If there's a will, there's a way. That's our mantra. How am I going to do it? Here they are. I'm just cushioning them up so they don't get too much damage while driving. One thing about me is that whenever we have a road trip, or even if we are just driving away somewhere for a day, I need to bring the snacks, because I know we will get hungry, there's no doubt about it. So I did gather some like savory bits and sweet bits for the next 2 days. I have some news for you as well. Meet the newest addition to my family. Her name is Matilda. She is now more than halfway through growing to become a full-time sourdough yeast. I made it using rye bread flour because I'm still trying to avoid gluten and wheat as much as I can. And even though I have heard and read that sourdough bread is usually more easily digestible for people who have gluten intolerances, but I also read that you can do it with rye bread, with rye flour, and I thought, why not? One thing when you want to make sourdough bread is that the flour needs to be good quality and clean. That helps you to grow a perfectly healthy yeast. The second thing is that the recipe I'm following, you need to grow it daily for 30 days straight. So we're heading to a trip overseas, over the ocean, over Atlantic, soon now in less than 2 weeks. And when I had the idea to start making my own sourdough bread, it was exactly a month before the trip. So I didn't have much time to think about it. I went to the store, got myself flour, and the only other ingredient you need is water. And what I now need to do is, the rubber band here indicates where I left it yesterday, and you can see how much it has grown, or she has grown. What I now need to do every day is take 100 grams of the yeast out from the glass container, throw it away. You can't flush it down the drain. It's maybe not recommended to just throw it away in your trash bin as well, because it can start growing and expanding. So what I do, and what I read that is okay to do, is just flush it down the toilet. But some people use it in like pancake mixes and make cookies with it. I yet haven't done it. So I need to scale out 100 grams of the yeast every day, almost at the same time. I do mine between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then I need to add back to the glass jar here 50 grams of water and 50 grams of flour and mix it. That's it. You only need flour and water to start with. And then I put the lid back on. I don't seal it. I just leave it on loosely and I let it sit, and it does its thing. When we do go away for 2 weeks, I'm gonna leave it with my mom. Right now I'm just so hungry. I put meat in the oven. I'm gonna eat, and then when Riva gets back, I'm gonna ask him to plant the plum trees with me. Yesterday was such a good day. I had so many high emotions, and some things I had manifested on, I guess, worked out. And now I just feel like we have such a big to-do list. You know, when you are going on a trip or a vacation, there are things you need to accomplish before. Right now is just that kind of moment where I don't even have the energy to think about anything. I just want to scroll on TikTok and wait for that dinner to get ready. Okay, so let me show you how I do the starter. The amount you scoop out, you actually replace it with the flour and the water. And it's quite important to be exact with your measurements. Add 50 grams, so 50 milliliters of room temperature water. And now I'm gonna add 50 grams of flour. What you don't want to do is like leave any cutlery or like glasses you have the starter on outside, because once it dries out, it's like cement. And that's essentially what sourdough bread is made of. Okay, we have arrived. Here is our new car for the weekend. It's Dacia Duster. It was actually Estonia's car of the year last year. And this is the accommodation we are staying at for one night. So we need to create content for the car and as well as for the Airbnb. So let's look around. As Rivo is right now having a call inside, we are not going inside yet, but let's discover what we have outside here. Here is just a nice place to relax, especially it would be so nice during summer. And over there I think there's the sauna house, so let's check it out. Here's a little glimpse inside. So this house actually has 2 bedrooms, looking not the biggest, but it's very compact. And here we have like an outside stage. And let's see the sauna house as well. It's so weird being in the forest because the trees are making so much noise. It's a bit creepy. Ooh, it's so nice. Look, here we have a little seating area, outdoor seating area. And the sauna has a view out to the nature. We would definitely have to come back here later on when we do the sauna. And then I need to bring the keys as well, because right now I don't have the keys with me. But here is the sauna house. We decided that we will go and get some meat for barbecue, and we have just found a little place. There seems to be a slight problem here.